Hello, Pierce family. It's Mr. Smith. Hopefully you're doing well. It's a beautiful Monday morning, or whatever morning you're watching this video. But it should be Monday morning. If it's not, that's okay. I'm just glad you're watching. Anyways, I have a few things I'd like to share with you today. First thing is we are embarking upon our testing season, which means it's very important for you to be present in school on time, and you are managing your behavior appropriately. So first things first, the first of our testing begins this week, and it is vitally important for every student. Every student is testing, but this week it'll be 8th grade, but every student is testing, and we need you to start practicing being at school on time every day. So we'll share this with your parents, we'll share this with you, and if you want to share it with your parent, you're more than welcome to. But it is very important for you to be at school on time. We start at 8:27 every day, and we have about 100 students that are showing up late to school every day, and we need that to get down from 100 to 0. We need 100% of our students to be on time at 8:27 in class every day, not just walking in the building at 8:27, but in the building and in class by 8:27. That's when advisory starts, and we have our testing coming up, and it's very important for you to be in your classroom because we have to start the testing very soon after the first bell rings. So parents, students, what time do we need to be in class? That's 8:27, meaning you need to be in the building by 8:20. The doors open at 8:05, and students are walking to class around 8:20. That's when everyone should be in the building. 8:20 is when you need to be here. Secondly, regarding your school behaviors, there's been so much has gone on this year with students returning back to school after the pandemic. And when we started the school year, it was very rough. I'm not going to lie. Every day was rough. Behaviors were all over the place. We had a lot of fighting, multiple fights every day, but things have gotten a lot better. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you all. Some student groups and some subgroups are still struggling, but the majority of you are doing an outstanding job, and I appreciate that. But this is a gentle reminder that we have systems in place right here in our building for those of you that have issues. If you have issue with another student, or you have an issue with the staff member or another group of students, you have to complete an incident report or come down to the counseling office and let someone know that something is going on so we can assist you, instead of you feeling like you have to take on that on your own. We do not want you to feel that you have to take on anything on your own. So please, please let us help you. You do not have to try to fight anyone. You do not have to argue with people. You need to turn when someone comes to you the wrong way. You need to turn and go the other way. And you can come to the counseling office, fill out an incident report. There's multiple other things. We have a number of people that are here that can help you. Myself, Mr. Hall, Mr. Williams, Ms. Barlow, Dr. Macy, Ms. Duperrin. There's so many people here that are willing to help you through any issue that you have. Our complete social emotional team are here at your disposal. Counselors, administrators, parapros, teachers, we all want you to be successful, and we all want you to feel safe while you're here at school. So please allow us to help you. You do not have to fight anybody on your own. You do not have to feel like there are people here that are trying to target you, because we want you to feel safe while you're at school. The last thing I want to share with you is our new poster, our new behavior protocols poster. So are you ready? Here it is. Your teachers actually have it in their classrooms now, and it should be hung up on the wall. It may not be up on the wall yet, but they'll get it hung up on the wall real soon. So here is the poster. So the poster is very simple. We had an older poster, and it had a lot of words, and it had a lot of things going on, but we wanted to simplify it and make it really simple so that if you looked at it, you knew exactly what you needed to do. So as you know, we have our staff, we have about 85 people here on our staff. That's from myself, parapros, counselors, teachers, hall monitors, custodians, everybody. 85 of us. So for every student, there's about, I don't know, 5 or 6 adults that you can go to. So just so you know, there are so many ways that you can do great things here in our building. And there are so many people here that are willing to help you. But you have to be able to listen and cooperate in order for us to assist you as best as we possibly can. So many of you have issues with uh, hearing adults and listening to adults and following instructions. So sometimes you need visual cues for you to understand what you need to do. So just so you know, that first part, adults in the building are here to help. That's why we're here. We didn't go into education because we wanted students to feel unsafe. We didn't go into education to penalize people. We went into education to make the next generation of students better. We want to make all of you become better high school students and better adults. That is our goal. We want to help you become the best person that you can possibly be. Some of you struggle with redirection, and many of you do a great job. We say, hey, take your hood off, take your hat off, slow down, stop yelling, and you do it with no problem at all. And some of you have some issues with that redirection. Some of you, we say something to you and you keep running, or you walk away, or you look at us and you keep walking, which is a huge problem, just so you know. That's not acceptable. But here are some things that we know that we're going to explain to you, that I'm going to explain to you, that you can do, because maybe you don't know what your rights are, what your capabilities are. So here are three things that you can do. Three things. When redirected by an adult in the building, you can acknowledge that person. Acknowledge the redirection respectfully. That can be a number of things. You can say, okay, I got you. You can say, oh, my bad. I was tripping. You can look at them and say, I hear you. I got you. I understand. Some type of acknowledgement. Look at them and say something out of your mouth that lets them know that you heard them. Acknowledge them. Not just look at them, but look at them and say that you know what they're saying. The second thing is a simple apology. I apologize to people all the time. I make mistakes. We all make mistakes, and that's okay. That's a part of growing up. So an apology. I'm sorry. My bad. I got you. My fault. It's my fault. I understand. Or yes, my apologies. An apology always works, right? Many of you I've apologized to, and staff members. I've apologized to almost all of them at some point this year. It's okay to apologize. There's nothing wrong with it. And just so you know, it's still acceptable to do in today's age. I know many of you feel like if you're apologizing, you're admitting that you're wrong. But in most cases, you probably are, and that's okay. The third thing is when being redirected by an adult in the building, is say, hey, can I speak to you about this privately? Because sometimes you don't want to feel like you have to prove anything in front of your peers. So you want to have a side conversation, maybe a private conversation in the hallway or in the corner or off on the side somewhere, instead of having to have that conversation in front of everybody. Sometimes we're in class and a teacher acknowledges someone doing something inappropriately, and you don't want to feel called out. So you say, may I speak to you about this privately? Can we talk about this in the hallway? Or can we talk about that real quick? Instead of saying something inappropriate, because many times our defenses get heightened and we say something that comes out of our brain that we heard someone else do or we saw someone do on social media. And that doesn't, and things that happen in your brain or things that happen in social media, they're not real most of the time. They're not real. The reactions that happen after that stuff happens on social media, that's not real. Real is what happens right here. Real is what happens at home. Many times, if your parent says something to you that's redirection, you don't respond inappropriately. You respond with the yes, ma'am, or okay, mom, or yes, I got you. And you do it the appropriate way. We're not saying that we want to be treated like your parents. We're saying that we want to be treated appropriately like you would want to be treated yourself. A respectful person, a respectful adult always wants to be treated respectfully. And I know that respectful students will receive that appropriate and respectful treatment in return if you reciprocate that respect back. All righty. Hopefully you understand these things. Once again, we're all here to help you. We all want you to be great, successful middle school students, and eventually great and successful young adults. That's our goal. That's our plan. And we love you. And we hope you have a great day. Have a great week. And don't forget, what time do you need to be at school? No, not 8:27. You need to be at school by 8:20. And you need to be in your seat in class by 8:27. Have a great day. Love you all. And don't forget, fly high, Eagles.